I want to show you just how easy it is to make beautiful gnocchi in the comfort of your own home. And we're going to be using Matolo Family Farms Royal Blue potatoes today. These guys are great to look at. They're a perfect all-rounder and they make a really good mash, which is the foundation for the perfect gnocchi. Let's do it. Now, when it comes to making gnocchi, water is the enemy. So if you are going to boil it like I'm going to do here, you want to keep them in chunky pieces just so the potatoes don't become waterlogged. You can also roast the potatoes as well for the same result, but this is much quicker. So into quarters, I'm not bothering to peel it, and then into a pot of water, lid on, and let's bring it to the boil. Once the potatoes are cooked, let them steam dry for a couple of minutes just to make sure any of that residual water is gone. Then pass them through a sieve, or I've got a potato ricer here, and give them a mash. So to our 6 mashed potatoes here, we're gonna add 100 grams of flour and 1 egg yolk. Then give it a mix. From here, we can tip our gnocchi out onto the bench, give it a light little dust of flour, and then just a very light, more of a pat together than a knead. Now you can see some tiny little flecks of that beautiful purple skin in there. I'm all for it. First, it's gonna save me the job of peeling. Secondly, a lot of nutrition in there, and it's just way easier, but if you're feeling really pedantic, go nuts, peel them. You want to be quite gentle when you're working with gnocchi dough because it's got that flour in there and the potato itself. If you overwork it, you can get more of a gluey kind of gnocchi. So just light hands. Let's roll it out to a big old sausage. And if it sticks to your hands at any stage, you can just give it a little bit of extra flour dusting. Now the gnocchi are going to expand a little bit in the water as you go. So just cut them slightly smaller than what you want the finished product to be. Just dip your cutter in a little bit of flour, or you can use a butter knife as well, and just run through your sausage and cut it into little gnocchis. Now this is the most simple form of gnocchi, but you can put divots in it or you can roll it across a gnocchi board to give the sauce a better chance of sticking, but the sauce we're making today doesn't matter. In they go into some boiling water. No timer required here. Once they've floated to the top, just give them a few more seconds and then fish them out and they are good to go. Now we're gonna eat these straight away, but if you wanna freeze them, just pop them onto an oiled tray, pop them in the freezer. Once they're completely rock hard, you can then put them into snap-lock bags or into containers and keep them frozen as long as you need. The great thing about gnocchi is that it is so versatile. Any kind of ragu or sauce or pesto. In this case though, I'm gonna go one of the simplest gnocchis in the world. We're gonna go caramelized butternut pumpkin, pine nuts and sage butter. Now, because I'm pan frying the pumpkin here, I wanna cut it nice and small, otherwise it's gonna take ages to cook. Get our pumpkin in. And I just want to cook the pumpkin for a couple of minutes till it's nice and golden brown on all sides. The pumpkin's just cooked, so let's go in with the gnocchi now. The pine nuts can go in too. A knob of butter. Now those beautiful sage leaves, give it a toss. All right, the gnocchi's got a little bit of color on it. The sage is crispy, the pine nuts are golden. I'm just gonna hit it with a squeeze of lemon to balance out the whole shebang. All right, let's plate it up. Just a final little season with a little bit of grated parmesan and a few little torn leaves of parsley.